Okay, YouTube, Steiner 430 Max, November, that's snow up here in upstate New York. Okay, last video I had to get around to installing the new trigger module and the new magnet ring. I'm sure it's got a proper name for that. I didn't take the old one off, but I got my new trigger ring down there, new magnet ring here, put my stator back on. Not stress-free, of course. The two screws that hold on the trigger module, they snapped right off inside the block. Both heads snapped right off. Drilled and tapped them out, and ready to go. Now I popped off both heads. This side looked pretty good. Maybe a little bit of blown head gasket action going on here. Some people might call that a lot. I'm going to say, for the way it's running, there's only a little bit. My exhaust valve here, it's like 3,000s. It's supposed. I've seen 13. I've seen 5,000 in some books. I'm going to go do my research what the lash tag is supposed to be at. This here, for the intake valve, it was all the way up to like 11. So that one's 6,000s off. But it gets better, because the intake, everything does say 5,000s. Alright, here's our exhaust on this side, which was pretty close, in the 5 to 7,000s range. Not bad. Now, this guy here, see that? Look here. See that shiny spot right where the tappet runs into the bottom of the valve? Look at that. That's it. And that. It's missing. Now watch this trick. Look at that. It's missing a part on the bottom of the valve, and I can't find it anywhere. So I'm gonna have to get a new piece of valve. I knew I shouldn't have ordered those gaskets. I ordered this new head gasket, well, excuse me, intake manifold gasket and exhaust manifold gaskets I ordered last night, and I knew I should have just waited until this morning. Now I'm going to have to figure out what that little guy is. That's running a lash of like a million thousands. Alright, over here, the head gasket, excuse me, the amount of blow-by around the head gasket is definitely an issue. The valves, they look great, but the pistons, they look like it got some gunk on them, but you know, nothing I can't deal with. I can clean that up nice. But these valve tolerances are way off. And then when I bought this, I'm like, hey, that's got a little bit of a tap to it. The mechanic that worked on it for years, he said, you just leave that right alone. I knew one day I'd have to get into it for one reason or another. And no, we're not going to leave that alone. Sorry, Kevin. Alright, so that's my video up until this point. Trigger module in. This has a spot at the keyway, so this thing can only go on one way. Right there, he's got a fat spot at the keyway for this thing to slide on. It just sets in there. Trigger module, aside from having to drill and tap it, and luckily I had two screws that kind of resembled what I needed. That worked out good. Put some Loctite on there. Okay, so far I do have a valve issue, and I'm gonna need a part on the bottom of the spring. I had blown head gaskets. My trigger module, I am thinking it's bad, but now I got blown head gaskets and an intake valve that is way off. So I have frozen toes, and I'm gonna give up for today. If you guys have any comments or thoughts or questions on something I didn't mention, feel free to leave a comment at the bottom. I'll always get back to you. This is fun stuff, man. Okay, thanks guys. Like or dislike. Bye.